Welcome back to Starstruck TV. Today, we're diving into the high-altitude thriller, Flight Risk, directed by Mel Gibson and featuring Mark Wahlberg, Michelle Dockery, and Topher Grace. Released on January 24th, 2025, this film promises suspense and action at 30,000 feet. Let's dissect the good, the bad, and the unforgettable elements of this airborne adventure. The plot. Flight Risk centers on U.S. Marshal Madeline Harris, portrayed by Michelle Dockery, who apprehends accountant-turned-informant Winston, played by Topher Grace. Tasked with escorting him from a secluded Alaskan locale to New York City to testify against the notorious Moretti crime family, Madeline charters a private plane piloted by Daryl Booth, brought to life by Mark Wahlberg. As they traverse the Alaskan wilderness, it becomes evident that not everyone on board is who they claim to be, leading to a tense battle for survival in the skies. The good. One of the film's standout aspects is its claustrophobic setting. The confined space of a small aircraft cruising above the desolate Alaskan terrain amplifies the tension, making every scene feel immediate and perilous. This environment serves as a pressure cooker, intensifying character interactions and escalating stakes. Michelle Dockery delivers a compelling performance as Madeline Harris. She embodies the resilience and determination of a U.S. Marshal caught in an increasingly dire situation. Her portrayal adds depth to the narrative, grounding the film amidst its high-flying suspense. Topher Grace, as Winston, provides a nuanced depiction of a man caught between his criminal past and a desire for redemption. His character's evolution throughout the film offers a relatable human element amidst the chaos. The film's pacing is another commendable feature. At a concise 91 minutes, Flight Risk maintains momentum, ensuring that audiences remain engaged from takeoff to landing. The narrative wastes no time, diving straight into the action and sustaining suspense throughout. Mark Wahlberg going bald. One of the most talked about aspects of Mark Wahlberg's performance in Flight Risk isn't just his portrayal of the unhinged pilot Daryl Booth, it's his bold decision to shave his head bald for the role. Wahlberg has always been known for his physical transformations, whether bulking up for pain and gain or slimming down for the fighter, but going bald added an extra layer to his character. According to Wahlberg, this choice was driven by a desire to make Daryl Booth appear more menacing and unpredictable. In an interview, he stated, "The bald look gave Daryl this stripped-down, no-nonsense vibe. He's someone who doesn't care about appearances, he's focused on survival and control." The clean-shaven head, paired with his intense gaze, amplifies the character's sinister energy, making him a standout antagonist despite the film's mixed reception. This physical transformation not only added to the character's intimidation factor, but also sparked fan conversations online, with many comparing his look to some of Hollywood's most iconic villains. Love it or hate it, Wahlberg's bald turn is yet another example of his commitment to his craft. Narrative depth and themes. At its core, Flight Risk attempts to intertwine themes of trust, redemption, and survival under duress. The film sets out to explore the moral complexities of its characters, particularly Madeline Harris and Winston. Madeline, as a law enforcement officer, faces the ultimate test of her professionalism and humanity. She must navigate whether to trust Winston, a man with a shady past, or focus solely on her duty. Winston, on the other hand, serves as a mirror to the film's moral ambiguity. His character challenges the viewer's perception of redemption. Is someone like him, with a history of enabling crime, worthy of a second chance? While these themes are compelling, the film's hurried pace often sacrifices emotional depth for the sake of action. What could have been poignant moments of character introspection are replaced by rushed exposition or quick-cut transitions. Cinematography and visual storytelling. The cinematography by Peter Menzies Jr., known for Die Hard with a Vengeance, stands out as a high point of Flight Risk. The use of close-ups in the aircraft's confined quarters amplifies the sense of claustrophobia, while wide shots of the Alaskan wilderness provide a stark contrast, evoking isolation and vulnerability. These visual juxtapositions are not just eye candy, but serve to underline the film's thematic dichotomies: freedom versus entrapment, safety versus danger. The aerial sequences are especially impressive, showcasing seamless CGI work to simulate the treacherous conditions of flying through harsh Alaskan weather. Turbulent skies, snow-covered peaks, and moments of zero visibility immerse the audience in the sheer peril faced by the characters. However, the film falters in its use of lighting and visual tone. Some scenes feel overly polished, almost sterile, detracting from the gritty, high-stakes atmosphere. A darker, more grounded visual palette might have better served the story's intensity. Comparisons to other airborne thrillers. As a genre, airborne thrillers have delivered iconic films such as Air Force One, Red Eye, and Non-Stop. Flight Risk draws inspiration from these predecessors, particularly in its use of a small, contained setting to heighten tension. However, it struggles to distinguish itself within this crowded field. Where Air Force One captivated audiences with a strong central performance by Harrison Ford and Red Eye impressed with taut psychological interplay, Flight Risk lacks that singular standout element. The ensemble cast delivers commendable performances, but none leave a lasting impression. Mark Wahlberg's portrayal of Daryl Booth, intended as a menacing antagonist, pales in comparison to the charismatic villains of its genre peers. One area where Flight Risk does succeed is in its brisk pacing. At 91 minutes, it delivers a tighter, more focused experience compared to some of its more bloated counterparts. This economy of storytelling works to its advantage, especially for viewers seeking a quick adrenaline rush without a heavy emotional investment. Audience reception and legacy. Critical reception of Flight Risk has been divided. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film currently holds a moderate 63%, with critics praising its tension-filled moments but criticizing its uneven tone and lack of originality. Audience reviews have been similarly mixed, with some viewers enjoying the fast-paced thrills and others lamenting its formulaic nature. One aspect that has sparked discussion is the ending. Without giving away spoilers, the film's resolution leaves some plot threads hanging, which might be frustrating for viewers who prefer tidy conclusions. On the flip side, this ambiguity allows room for interpretation, potentially setting the stage for a sequel, an idea hinted at in interviews with director Mel Gibson. Final thoughts. Flight Risk is a film of contrasts. Its strengths lie in its engaging premise, atmospheric cinematography, and Michelle Dockery's committed performance. Yet it is held back by uneven writing, occasional overacting, and a tonal identity crisis. As an airborne thriller, it provides enough tension to entertain, but not enough originality to elevate it above its genre counterparts. For fans of suspense and survival dramas, Flight Risk is worth a watch, especially for its brisk pacing and captivating visuals. However, those looking for a truly standout thriller may find it falling short of expectations. So, what did you think of Flight Risk? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this review. Be sure to subscribe to StarstruckTV for more movie deep dives, reviews, and recaps. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.